Hello, boys and girls. This is lesson 6 of our subtraction, and this one is choose a strategy to subtract. Now, we are not going to do the step it out, so I want you to turn a couple of pages over until you get to the on your own. You're going to be doing the on your own on the computer today. Now, we've talked about several different strategies to subtract. Basically, for first graders, we're going to talk mostly this time about counting back. And I'm going to use a number line, but there are some where we're going to make our 10. So let's look at problem number 2. It says Lynn has 16 balloons. So that means she has 16 in all. 16 is our big number. 7 of the balloons are blue. The rest are pink. So how many balloons are pink? So we're going to draw to show our work. So what we do know, we know that 7 balloons are blue. So we're going to draw our 7 counters blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now remember, there are 16 balloons in all. So the rest of our balloons would be pink. So I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 balloons. So how many pink balloons do we have? Well, here's our equation. We've got 16 in all. So I'm going to write 16 minus the 7 blue ones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minus the 7 blue. And that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pink balloons. 9 balloons are pink. Let's look at the next problem. The next problem uses a number line to subtract, and that's always a good way to subtract. Mrs. Young is going to be using a number line today. So Megan picks 10 tomatoes. Then she gives 2 tomatoes away. How many tomatoes does she have now? So it says draw jumps on the number line to solve. So we know she picked 10. We know she picked 10. So I'm going to start at the 10. She gave 2 away. So I'm going to have 2 jumps backwards. 1, 2. And what did I land on? I landed on the 8. So Megan has 8 tomatoes now. At the bottom, it says use any strategy to subtract. And I think the best strategy for first graders right now, until we get more fluent, is to use our number line. So the first problem says 12 minus 5. So here's my 12, and I'm going to back up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 12 minus 5 is 7. The next one says 16 minus 8. So I'm going to start on the 16, and I'm going to back up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16 minus 8 equals 8. And then we have 13 minus 9. So I'm going to start at my 13, and I'm going to back up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 13 minus 9 equals 4. All right, and when you turn the page, now you should have a squirrel at the top, and we are on page 71. And again, it says use any strategy to solve, write the equation. So a squirrel hides 17 acorns. Later, the squirrel digs up 9 of them. How many acorns are in the ground now? So we have our big number of 17. And we're going to subtract the 9. That's the other number that we have. And so we want to know how many are in the ground. So if we did 17 minus 9, we could find our number. So we're going to do it two ways. We're going to count back and we're going to count on to see what our answers look like. So 17 minus 9. 17 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I land on the number 8. So I know that 17 minus 9 equals 8. Another way I could do that is I could start at the 9 and I could count up to 17. Let's see what that looks like. So I start at the 9 and count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So either way, if I count back or I count on, my answer is still the same. 8 acorns are in the ground now. Brianna studies the weather for 12 days. 3 are rainy, the rest are sunny. How many days are sunny? So we know that 12 is our big number, so it's going to come first when we write our equation. And we're going to subtract out the 3 days that are rainy. So 12 minus 3. So let's count back. I'm going to start on the 12 and back up 3. 1, 2, 3. So my answer is 9. Well, what if I wanted to count forward? If I wanted to count on? If I counted on, I would start at the 3 and count up to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So either way, my answer is still 9. Number 9, it says model with mathematics. Move my camera. So Jessica has 9 marbles. 6 are green. The rest are blue. How many marbles does she have? Well, the 9 is our big number. So we're going to start with the number 9. And we're going to take out, subtract the number 6. So 9 minus 6 equals 9, counting back. 9, counting back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I land on the number 3. If I start at the number 6 and I count forward to 9, it's still 1, 2, 3. So my answer is the same whether I count back or I count forward. 3 blue marbles. All right, 11 minus 2, 11 minus 2, 1, 2. If I back up 2, I land on the number 9. 14 minus 7. If I start at the 14 and I back up 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I land on number 7. So 14 minus 7 equals 7. All right, our last page, you should be on page 72, and there's a little model train here at the top. So Norbert collects 9 toy trains. He gives 2 of them away. How many toy trains does he have now? So again, number 9 is our biggest number. So number 9 goes first. When we subtract, we're going to take away the 2 that he gave away. So our equation is 9 minus 2. So here's my number 9 minus 2. 1, 2 is 7. 7 toy trains is how many he has now. All right, the last one we have to draw and we have to write a little bit. So it says draw to show a way to subtract 12 minus 7. So if I was going to draw, first my big number is 12, so I would draw 12 circles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Minus 7. So I'm going to take away 7. I'm going to mark out 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 12 minus 7 equals 5. Well, let's check that on our number line. 12 minus 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I landed on the number 5, and I have 5 counters left. So now I need to write a sentence to explain what I did. So let's do that. Let me get a little bit closer here. There we go. So the first thing I did was I drew 12 counters. And after I drew my 12 counters, I marked off, I took away, I marked off 7, back on 7 counters. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I marked off 7 counters, and then that left 5 counters. Right? So one more time. I drew 12 counters. I marked off 7 counters, and that left 5 counters. So I'm going to go ahead and write that equation here. 12 minus 7 equals